Hello, everybody, and welcome to Suddenly Saturday and Easy Like Sunday morning or Soul Surfing Sunday. We're going to do 2 days at a time because I think there is more coming out than it should. How's my soul family doing out there today? It's been every day is a crazy day now. We know that. We see it. We see it out in the world. And sometimes it's just like you scratch your head and walk away. It's like, holy crap, what did I just witness? There is so much going on. I hope that you all are stocking up on some water, some food, maybe 3 weeks, just in case. Just in case. Hey, never have problems with too much water. Have some cash on hand, things like that, because there's a lot of turmoil in this country that we're not seeing, and there's a lot of things that are going on that yes, there's a lot of interesting stuff going on outside. My dogs are barking at for some unknown reason. But yeah, anyway, we are going through so much and we don't even know what's going to happen tomorrow at this point. I'm seeing so much. I know that in the beginning it was the other countries, they were just all doing things and taking away the money system and they went bankrupt. Our incorporated business government went bankrupt in 2020. It was finalized in 2021. That's why they had everybody in this and giving them this. And everybody walked in lockstep. So, not everybody. I didn't. My husband didn't. A lot of my people that I know didn't because I got to them first. We have to be strong right now. We have to realize that there is a lot of things coming down on us in this 3D matrix that we don't understand right now. I'll say something to somebody and they're like, man, I don't know about you sometimes. And it's like, okay, well, open your damn eyes. You will get it. It will be knocked into you. It won't be eased into you by me and other people that are aware of all this shit. It'll be right in your face. So either way, you can find out about it, ignore it, or do whatever. But I noticed when you free flow and you stop fighting things, it goes easier. So I don't really look too much at the political theater that's going on because they've really never been for us. They're just a money making machine for the matrix. That's all, to keep it running and keep it settled and to keep us working till we're almost dead and giving us this little bit of social security that they gathered in a insurance policy and made all kinds of interest and shit off of all that money, but they're only going to give you a trickle of it. Yeah, I'm telling you, we really are going to start to see judges, policemen, lawyers, governors, all of them going down. It's really starting to, they're starting to subpoena them. We had those, I think it was 600,000 or 100,000 sealed indictments. Guess what? They're starting to be opened. And each of those sealed indictments could have 100 people on it. So just keep an eye on things. And I've been noticing some of the people that are on TV, they don't look real. I seen a woman today and her neck was just like, it was like she actually had a mask on and you could tell from her neck. So really use your visual right now and your extra sensory perception of things, because sometimes you think you've seen something and then other times it's like, okay, my mind is playing tricks on me or something because I just seen what I know what I seen. But I don't know. I don't know, folks. We just have to work on self. That is really important right now, before we go through the Jubilee, to be grounded and realize what's important in our life and what's not. So, okay, I've rattled on enough on Suddenly Saturday, and we are going to get into the cards. Today is 9/21, 2024. It's a 20, goes down to a 2. Uh, Sunday is 9/22, master number 2024, goes to a 21, which is a 3, which is a divine number. Both of them are fives put together. Fives are change. We are getting fives, 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 and it means you're on the right path. You're going the right way and you're taking the appropriate steps. So, yes, we have been doing the work that needs to be done, and some of us aren't, and it's okay. It doesn't matter how you do it. It doesn't matter if you didn't pay attention and you have no clue. It's going to be slapped into your face. It doesn't matter. If we are looking and researching and doing things on our own, uh, there's disinformation too. So we might be wrong. So in this journey, I don't think anybody's wrong and anybody's right, because we have to be open-minded at all of this, because what we think might be right might be wrong. And we got to start going with the flow of things instead of forcing things. Okay, now that I've gabbed enough, I'm going to pull out the, no wait, no, it reminds me. We're going to look at the 5 in the Soul Helper Oracle to look at the number sequence and see what the message is for that. Number 5 tells you that you have a deep connection with the divine source and that nothing can prevent wisdom from finding its way to you. Your current priorities are fidelity, reliability, and loyalty. Focus on them and concentrate on healing them in both the world outside and your inner world. Number 5 brings protection, giving you the freedom to act more boldly. Its energy field is centering, bringing the strength that always recognizes and recreates itself at the end of a soul path, along with meditation, belief, and insight. We are at the end of a soul path. We are going into the age of Aquarius. We are coming out of the age of Pisces, which was contracts and law and things like that. You know, indoctrinate them that way, and then we'll take them into this way. We also got with this card 31, and she is how we should be right now. Looking into things, experiencing spiritual blossoming, take a new direction and be open to new experiences. She's nude, she's in the water. What is underneath her is unknown. She looks like she's interested in going further and looking into the great unknown. The lotus flower represents the union of opposites. It possesses the power and wisdom to fuse light and darkness, symbolizing the spirit perfection and spiritual development. You have drawn this card because you are at the beginning of your soul path and still have much to understand, but that is only natural. We are all on the path of mastery. None of us can claim to be any better or indeed worse than others. We are not in a competition. Retain your innocence and do not fear the dark. It is a wonderful place in which to grow. At some point, we have all momentarily strayed from the light-filled path before choosing to rejoin it once more. Even the lotus has its roots in the deep, dark, cold mud of the lake bed and must reach up through the water toward the light to flower in true, perfect beauty. Only then does it give you the gift of its magical beauty and enchanting fragrance. You have drawn this card because something really profound is about to unfold. It heralds a new chapter of your journey. Take the time to listen carefully, first to your inner voice and then to the world outside. You might hear the call of a new teacher. Be open to your ongoing path of learning, wisdom, experience, and personal growth. Your helpers for the next 21 days, the power animals, the owl, the wise owl. Herbal essence oil is peppermint. Healing crystal is clear quartz, and the number is 4. Let's see what 4 has to offer us. The number 4 reveals that you need solid structure now more than ever. To feel secure, you need an ordered space. The number brings a sudden burst of energy. Use it to get your life in order. It brings good humor and cheerfulness. Things will be less complicated and life will become easier. Start to be aware of yourself and your body more keenly and take care of your physical needs. Number 4's energy field is the mastery of matter in order to be able to create paradise, wholeness, divine order, and manifestation. 2 things I always tell my people: meditate, manifest. Meditate and manifest. That is what we do because we should do it. We are co-creators with our creator, and we're going to go into the practical magic. We have a beautiful day here in Northern Florida, and I hope everybody's enjoying their day where they are. Okay, we got a 20. It's another 2. Express your heart. Story keeper. What's your story? What do you believe? Which values mean the most to you? And who are you really? When you throw off everyone else's perception of you, it's natural to show many faces depending on the situation you're in and the person you're with. And it's easy to get lost in the way others see you, to parrot back the ideas and viewpoints you grew up with or the ones you're surrounded by now, rather than examining how you actually feel about things. What really matters to you, not based on your childhood fears and ideas or the morals and beliefs of your family, school, and church that you absorbed, but after everything you've learned and been through and endured throughout your life, what is important to you in this moment? No one else on earth has the exact same history and experience as you. So trust yourself to know what's best for you and know your mind and heart. This card is asking you how honest you've been lately with yourself and with the world. It's challenging you to go within so you are certain that what you say and do is a true expression of your soul. Are you holding back from speaking your truth so you don't offend someone, or too shy to tell people how you really feel? Are you swallowing down your discomfort with the situation just to keep the peace? Or have you let someone's misperception of you slide for so long that you feel trapped by the way they see you and are worried it's too late to speak up? Have you forgotten to check in with yourself, although altogether, and are no longer sure how you feel about a lot of things? It can sometimes be easier to keep things superficial, to not engage with any issues or look beneath the surface and to become disconnected from yourself and the things that matter to you. Yet expressing the feelings at the core of your being can heal your heart. It can help you let go of past pain, forgive yourself and others for inflicting hurt, and move forward with joy and confidence, free of resentment and regret. Are you blindly following some guru, teacher, friend, or public figure without interrogating what they claim and the motives behind their beliefs? Have you sacrificed your own voice without realizing it? If so, it's time to reclaim it, because without your voice and your heart, who are you? Have faith in your truths and your right to speak them and express them in the way that feels right to you. Communicate on paper, in speech, through movement or song, or take action to show your heart. Compose letters and poetry or weave spells. Writing or telling your story can help you heal by showing you things about yourself, revealing how you've grown, and reinforcing what is most important to you. It may also heal and inspire others. You have no idea what kind of impact you could have on the world by expressing your heart, living your truth, and shining your light. It will remind you of your inner strength and courage and provide clarity and context. Sharing your story encourages you to consider your actions and beliefs, rediscover what you already know, reevaluate your life, and find a harmonious way to deal with the issues you're facing now. Right from your heart. I love that, and I agree with that. We are the storytellers. We're the story keepers of our own stories, and our stories can be amazing. What we think is not amazing could be very amazing to some people. It can also help people. We are going to go to the Messenger Oracle, and the Messenger Oracle has some very interesting messages for us today. Be vigilant. Be watchful and cautious of both others' actions and your own. Stand ready to protect yourself from those who may covet what you have or seek to harm those you care about. but also be vigilant and watchful of your own actions, lest you be the one doing harm. Weigh your actions, be sure you act wisely, be sure you have done all that needs to be done before moving forward, leaving nothing to chance, lest all you have nurtured and cherished be undone by your own lack of vigilance. I've noticed that when I go with the flow with my own inner learning and my own beliefs and not fight anything and just flow where it needs to flow, that I have a better reaction and a better outcome than when I just go wonky in my brain and think that everybody's against me. And we got to be careful with that. We have to be vigilant, but we also have to be careful with what we're saying because perception is very tricky. I said something to somebody a while back and they were offended, and I didn't realize I offended them. I told them I felt they were, in their personality, they were more masculine at times than feminine. They take it as they look like a dude or something. That's nothing. Absolutely, masculine and feminine has nothing to do with the looks of a person, whether it's female or male. It's how their body perceives things. It's how they act. Think about it. Take two people, put one in a dress and one in a pair of work boots and jeans, and they're both women or they're both men. Okay. And they both have different personalities. The one is stronger than the other, and they're taking the lead, and the other one's kind of just going with the lead because they're more compassionate. So yeah, that's the feminine masculine concept. It has nothing to do with physical anything. So, when we're in the spiritual realm and we're doing the masculine and feminine, people that aren't in the spiritual realm do not understand that. They go right to the 3D basic world of male and female. Okay, I'm not a dude, I'm not, just because I'm masculine, I'm not a dude. Well, they don't have to explain to a spiritual person that they're not a guy. A spiritual person can see they're a woman or a man, but their perception of things, the way they act, could be more feminine than masculine, more compassionate, laughing, loving, and then instead of more serious and strong. You get the picture? Okay, now that we got that out of control, we have stay strong. And the vigilance is pay attention and stay strong is the masculine. Life, and women are, I gotta get this out. Women are strong too. I'm not saying women, man, there is both. Uh, we get away, we get out of hand with the feminine and masculine and what it means as a spiritual person and as a non-spiritual person. They're two different things, two different perceptions. Okay, we got and his tail is cold, and as he's going up, he's turning green. Life will present you with many trials. Life will bring you times of joy, but also times of suffering. Like the weather, it can be unpredictable, harsh, and cruel, but you can endure all that comes. Know when to resist and know when to let go. Know that sometimes you will lose, but that loss can make you stronger at the core. Stay strong with hope and faith. You can endure all. I like that because right now we have to feel that we're important because we need to. Sunny showed up today. We need to love that we're different. Look how different. I named him Sunny. He's our little sunshine. He's our little golden bunny with a lion tail and the lion's mane, and he can fly away at any time with his little fairy wings. He's just a little cool. I like him. He's cool. I'd call him Sunny. Love that you are different. You have strengths and weaknesses, and both are worthy of love. Know them, honor them, and do not heed those who tell you that you must change in order to fulfill their expectations of you. You will never be who others expect you to be. You can only be the unique individual you are meant to be. Love that you are different, For it is your differences and loving those differences that make you truly beautiful. I love my differences. I have never wanted to be like anybody else because I'm not like anybody else. I'm not going to wear the same clothes as you. I'm not going to walk in lockstep with you. Now, Fawn's going to dance her way. She's going to dance. She's going to walk over here. She's going to go out of her way. She's going to do whatever she wants because I'm not you. I'm Fawn. So that's the way I look at it. And now this is something we really need. We're going to the angels and ancestors, and a important card come out. And I don't think people are doing this as much as they need to. The Hermit. Retreat and recharge. We really need to do some hermit time at points in our life, and we need to make the time. Take time to rest and recuperate in order to continue your growth. Benefit from the information that will come directly from your heart space. The Hermit card is one of solitude and meditation, inspired by the wandering men of India, known as Sandbus. In the Hindu tradition, it represents your capacity to go within and arrive at the cave of your heart. Many of the answers to your problems lie within, and if you don't take the time to connect with yourself and feel comfortable alone, you won't be able to hear the message that are rising up inside you. The cross-legged meditation position of the cave dweller, Sanbud. On the card is an invitation to harness the power of your meditation practice. The Hindu Sri Yantra symbolized behind him represents the union of masculine and feminine energies, hence support from Mother, Father, God. You have been working hard and giving your all to your current situation, and it may become draining and detrimental to your development unless you retreat and recharge your energies. So you are being guided to take a step back at this time. If you are working on bringing something together, your over involvement could impede the process. So retreat and breathe. If you have something to say or do that could have a larger impact on your life, spend some time in deep thought, even contemplation before moving forward. Often when we rush in, we don't see how destructive our actions can be. So meditate and listen to your soul's wisdom before proceeding further. Don't, this is a kind of a warning right now. You got to use the masculine and feminine. And before you overreact in a situation, go within, go into the hermit stage. You'll find answers there. Now, this card right here gives me goosebumps because it is 11. It is a master number. It doubles in power. And we've been getting this a lot. And I know I am not a patient person. My husband is not a patient person. A lot of people are not patient people. And it's not bad, okay, but it's not good either because we have to have patience. And this is be patient, it will come. The sun manifestation power 1111. I see 1111 all the time. Manifesting power, masculine energy 1111. I trust in my power to manifest my desire. Now is the time for you to fully realize that just like the sun, you are a powerful creator. Trust in this fiery and passionate energy that exists within your deepest core. We are all reflections of nature and possess qualities of the sun. Characteristics of the ultimate potential of a healed masculine yang energy. Are you tapping into this center of ultimate creative energy and power? It's available to you. Now is a potent time for you to take physical and metaphysical action on your desires. They are moving closer to you. Stop overthinking and overanalyzing, which causes stagnation. Feel embodied and express. If you have pulled this card, it could also be a sign that you have been harnessing your yang energy and the fruits of your labor are very ripe. You have done well, and it's time to trust in your efforts. You have balanced your energies of masculinity and femininity, and it has unlocked so much power within you. When yin and yang are united, the power of creation is in your hands. Manifestations are coming. Solar deities such as the Egyptian Ra, means sun, have been worshipped since antiquity. Ra was known as self-created one who embodied the living, giving sun. Symbolically, many yogas do sun salations on waking every day, an energizing sequence of poses that honor and emanates our star. Take some time to invite and channel this power into your existence. Face toward the sun and deeply breathe its pulsating force into your being. Hold this breath while you visualize and feel your mind, body, and spirit with invigorating energy, sparkling, energizing, and electrifying you all the way to your fingertips. When you're ready to exhale, feel fatigue, self-doubt, and powerlessness leaving your being. Visualize a weak, dull energy evaporating and disappearing away from you. Initially, repeat this process as needed. You got to get the negative energy out. If you feel yourself going into an analytic, negative posture and attitude, go into meditation and think about it. Look at all angles of it from an eagle's perception. Everybody has differences, and people don't see the same thing we see. Now, we are going into the dreams of Gaia. I have so many cards now, and I use them all because I don't want any of them to get their feelings hurt. Okay, we got some interesting cards from the Dreams of Gaia. We always do. And we're getting some cards that are kind of repeating themselves. But I think when they came in, they were upside down. Every card today, none of them were reversed. So that's really good because it's like when they're reversed, it's kind of like you went into a negative area and there's something going on, like you're out of balance. And when it's upright, it's kind of like a positive reassurance. And we've been doing this for the last, some of us. I have been researching and investigating this whole corrupt system since about 2011, when I became aware of the banking system and the money. And I took it from there. So I see how corrupt everything is running like a business, and you are a business. They're making you out to be a business. They're checking you in, they're putting you in jail, they're making money off you, they're fining you, they're putting you in handcuffs, they're tasering you, they're controlling you. You can't go here, you can't jaywalk here, you can't sit in the park at this. I mean, it is getting ridiculous. We are like, it's like, I'm not even gonna say it. Germany, you know. Okay, a time of research and investigation. Look at and compare a range of options, weigh the pros and cons, be willing to compromise. Don't let rigidity hamper possibility success. A moment of empathy, step into your personal power. Do not discredit what others offer. I gotta go let whiny Ziggy in. Ziggy come in to take his afternoon nap. All right. And you know, if you see her, she has the heart, the chakras all lit up. And if you look at this, this is dark to light. And we don't know. Now, let me tell you something. We may think the dark is the scary part, but it could be the light. We don't know. Everybody has always told us the darkness is scary. But if the darkness comes in as the void where it lets you release all of your stuff, then is the darkness bad? It's polarity. Opposites attract. She's got rainbows coming out of her crown. And we have the white angel feathers, which are the guardian angels are around. The six of air represents a solution born of compromise that lies somewhere in between the black and white, either or choices that are so often seen as the only option available. Now is a good time to contemplate and compare a range of different options in order to discover the best solution for one and all. Therefore, it is also time to research and investigate as you consider the options, compare, take notes, weigh the pros and cons for each. There might be a need for compromise to be made, as sometimes in order to achieve our goals and objectives, compromise is required. Now is not the time to prevent an outcome of being inflexible and taking a rigid stance. The six of air also represents that singular moments of revelation and illumination when the mind opens and at once understands the extent of the power we have over our lives. Suddenly, we see potential in everything. You see how every experience and choice made by you and others has shaped you and your life and brought you to this moment. In turn, you also understand how every choice you make in the present will shape your future. In that moment of recognition, the mind changes in an instant, and so does life itself. The six of air presenting you with the opportunity to act with mindfulness and awareness. From this moment onward, choose to take responsibility for your thoughts, beliefs, and actions. Understand that even by taking a passive or inactive role, by doing nothing, or by allowing others to make decisions on your behalf, you are making a choice. Own it. The only drawback is that you will no longer be able to blame others for stealing your power if it was your choice to give it away. This is your moment to come of age and own your power. The six of air signifies an opportunity to empower and illuminate your life by opening your mind. Yeah, that is opening your mind to the darkness and get what's coming through. Because the problem is, and I'm going to explain it this easy. We live in a 3D world. We have been programmed since birth by our parents, by the schools, by the world, by everything. We weren't supposed to be programmed like that. We were supposed to learn and let it flow, let everything flow. Think about if we would all been creators, co-creators with our creator, this world would have never got out of control. We wouldn't have all the garbage. We wouldn't have all the anger. We wouldn't have starvation. And it's not like we are not lacking, but we have a corrupt system that is making us lack. It is putting us in this box of I know better for you syndrome, and they don't. I'm not even going to get into that. It just drives me crazy. We're all adults, but yet we're still babysat at a certain age from, I like how they say, you got to walk across the road a certain way, you might get hit. Okay. Don't eat the yellow snow either. I mean, I'm an adult. You don't think I know that? But yet you have to reassure me for my own protection. No, you're telling me because you want to run my world and see if I abide by your bullshit. And I usually don't. That kind of stuff gets me going. So we're going to go on. And with the air, which is amazing, because we got this the other day, but it was flipped, I think. Got a number 19, the sun goes into a 10 into a 1. And I'm pretty sure we got it reversed the other day. Happiness, success, optimism, vitality, joy, confidence, happiness, truth. Sun card represents success, abundance, and radiance, radiance like the sun itself. It gives strength and vitality to all those who are lucky enough to feel its rays. There is much joy and happiness coming your way. Happiness and love in a relationship positively is attractive, feeling radiant. Enthusiastic and energetic at work, successful work projects, strong financial situations. The Sun card shows that you have a significant sense of deserved confidence right now. Life is particularly good, and the sun is shining your way as you reach the goals that you have set. I like that because, we are setting new goals for ourselves. We are going within and realizing that we are co-creators with our creator, and we are realizing how powerful we really are. The other one we got was the Two of Water, and this did not come in reverse either. Nothing came in reverse today. This is going beyond infatuation and attraction, intimacy, sharing, giving, and communication. Time to forgive and seek reconciliation. A meeting of the minds and hearts. Put aside judgment and blame. Cherish all your loves. Maintain independence and avoid codependency. Avoid taking sides. The Two of Water represents a relationship that has moved beyond infatuation and physical attraction to one that is built upon a foundation of deeper mutual love, respect, trust, or shared interest and values. It symbolizes a meeting of the mind and heart that is free of the desire to possess or control. This relationship is an uninfatuated of two hearts and minds, not with the purpose of becoming whole or to complete each other, but with the intent to share, to enrich, and to enhance each other's lives. This is a time of giving, sharing, and communication. A relationship is founded on intimacy. To share your thoughts, feelings, goals, and fears with the one you love is to be intimate, to hold them, to listen and show interest is to be intimate, to show affection by reaching out to stroke their cheek or hold their hand is to be intimate. The Two of Hearts ultimately symbolizes intimacy within a relationship. It is also represents a time of forgiveness and reconciliation. If a rift has developed between lovers or friends, now is the time to let go of the hurt and anger. Put aside judgment and blame. Do not allow arrogance, wounded pride, or ego to destroy a relationship. Where you can take responsibility for your own choices and actions within the relationship and be mindful of how they impact and influence that relationship. The Two of Water invites you to communicate, to forgive, or to apologize now. We have to just go with the flow. We can't hold a grudge on anybody because we have all been indoctrinated and do not know better. We are not using our common sense at this point. I think schools should have a subject called common sense because it's getting scary out there. It's like people aren't using their common sense. Okay, now with the Two of Water, the lovers, the intimacy, we got the Hangman, and it is a number 12, which is a 3. And he is yogian on the beach. He is yoga. Look at him. Sacrifice, waiting, uncertainty, lack of direction, perceptive, contemplation. At present, a period of trials has come into your life, which indicates the need to learn some lessons. You're going through a transition period, realizing that you are stuck halfway between the old and the new. Love can't be rushed. Avoid romantic pressure. Sacrifice for love. Uncertainty about career. Waiting forced break. Thinking of the next step. Change in perception about finances. This is a card that is mainly associated with waiting and suspension. It suggests that waiting might be the thing you need to do in order to achieve success or to wait for the right opportunity. You know what? I'm seeing somebody that is looking for opportunities, whether it's with a partner or in a business or whatever they're doing. And they're kind of in like a limbo hangman state. Uh, Remember this. We don't want to we want to be our own person. So if we do get into any kind of success relationship, whatever it may be, we want to make sure we have our opinion. We're not being rushed. Because if you are rushed in any kind of success, whether it's intimacy or business or life or whatever it is, we all get in the hangman stage where we have to really think about what we're doing before we do it. Don't be rushed and forced into something that you don't agree with. Okay, now this is kind of where we are now. And this to me is the pride, the what are we doing, the king of earth. It's a 14. We've been getting fives a lot, and fives is telling me we're on the right path. Take pride in accomplishments, pay it forward, honor your process. Now is not the time to make changes. Life is meant to be enjoyed. Free yourself from control. Don't be lazy, abuse, misuse of power. The king of earth is a very satisfied man, and he has every reason to be. Everything he touches turns to gold. His kingdom is secure and wealthy, and his people are very happy and prosperous. While some may consider that his circumstances are born of luck and is a natural leader, and his success is born of hard work and dedication, he is proud of his accomplishments and is not afraid to acknowledge them, and more importantly, to enjoy them. However, despite any appearance of excess, he is very grounded and realistic and enjoys abundance because he is a wise and careful. The king of earth is not afraid to be open or candid because he has no insecurities or emotional baggage to feel doubt and fears. He is only too willing to share in his success and gives advice and guidance without hesitation when asked. He does not fear that doing so will give rise to a competitor or rival. He believes that someone is entitled to the same opportunities. He is clear minded and reliable, someone you can trust and depend on. He is also wise and intelligent, and these factors keep him at the forefront of all that he does. On a business level, some may see him as boring and but his methods are sound. He has found a process that works for him and one that pays dividends. Why change what yields results? If his method fails, then he is willing to change. But if his method works, when changed in some is not required and is unnecessary waste of time and energy. He is not one to try and fix that which is not broken. The king of earth may appear in your reading to tell you that it is okay to rejoice in your success. All too often, we are made to feel and take pride in our success, equates to being boastful. This can lead to feeling of guilt and a decision to stay silent. While you can choose your moments and be respectful of others' feelings, the King of Earth suggests that you have every right to celebrate your achievements and take pride in your accomplishments. If you have the resources and means to enjoy yourself, then do so. There is no need to ask for anyone's permission or blessings. This is, after all, why we have worked so hard. The King of Earth may also symbolize a need to take a methodological approach that you know will work for you. At this time, do not deviate or take a chance on trying something new. Do not allow the opinions of others to sway you. Either instead trust your usual process, especially if it has always worked for you in the past. Yeah, I've seen people. I'm going to use this as a metaphor. I've seen people buy restaurants, and this restaurant was like from 1925. They've been packed ever since. They love them, and they come in, they buy the restaurant, and they change everything, and wonder why nobody's there. You changed a good thing. Leave it alone because you want it to say it's yours. No, it's somebody else's, but leave it alone if they love it. Don't change any ingredients. Just add a few things to your menu if you want to change things. See if they like it, and then go for it. Okay, we got the King of Earth, and of course, we got the Five of Wands. You need to look up some fives. If five means anything to you, or 14, 41, they have been coming in a lot. Lot. Five of Wands. Oh, this is pretty cool. I like this card. I like this new deck, this new Oracle deck. I love the graphics on it because they're all like, it looks like they're all helping each other and the energy is right there in the middle. Rivalry, friendly, contest, potential shift. preparedness, caution, optimistic, escalating dynamics. The Five of Wands symbolizes an amicable rivalry that carries a subtle undercurrent of uncertainty. It underscores the need for caution and readiness for a possible shift in the situation, a transition from friendly competition to a more serious conflict. Rivalry between potential partners, disagreements among lovers, staying attentive to change dynamics. Competition among colleagues, collaborate, tension, staying prepared for possible shifts. Financial challenges, addressing conflicts related to money, staying vigilant. We just had the vigilant in financial decisions. This card serves as a reminder that attention to detail can avert misunderstandings. The querent is advised to stay resilient and patient as they possess the capacity and the capability to overcome obstacles diplomatically. So, in other words, if you're in a situation and you're in an obstacle, you want to feel the energy and feel into it and be vigilant. Because we got vigilant. So, vigilant is coming up again. And I can see why, because we got a number 8 and it's death and rebirth. And I like this card because this card is telling us that we are being rebirthed into a different world, the 3D world. This right here is the 3D world, leaving the skull, the frogs watching. It's releasing the old. It's wrapped around and it's shedding its skin and it's turning green up here. And this, oh, you can see it good today. There's a baby in that golden egg because it's new birth. You're in here right now. You're in dead zone where you've been learning things and you're starting to shed your skin. And then as you go up and realize the golden egg is for all of us, the new birth, the new age of Aquarius, that's where we're going. We're going out of this dark past time and we're going into the rebirth stage. That's a beautiful card. You know, I had these cards for a couple of years and I never noticed the baby in the egg. I just noticed the golden egg. But as you see, there's a baby in there. Okay. The death and rebirth card symbolizes cycles and changes. Death, rebirth is the death of the old and the birthing of the new. It is time to let go of the past and turn to face a new and unknown future with the awareness that there is no going back. It is time to begin again, sometimes with nothing but memories, and at other times with everything external unchanged, but with your mind so altered that everything seems different, strange and unfamiliar. I got something going through my head right now when I'm reading this. I'll have to talk about it in a minute. It is a time to pass from one stage or state of being to another and be transformed so completely that the person undergoing the change no longer recognizes themselves. And you know, I'm the same way. I don't recognize myself half the time. It is a time to pass from one stage to another or state of being to another and to be transformed so completely that the person undergoing the change no longer recognizes themselves. I want to reread that because I've had my husband say, "You are not like you used to be." He's not like he used to be either. None of us are going to stay stagnant in the same way we were when we were 17 and 18. I mean, when I met my husband, I was 17 years old. A lot changes, you know, with you as you level up in life and grow. And you sometimes it's good and sometimes it's bad. I have a lot of good and I have some bad. Not really a bad person. Other than when you keep heckling and you keep heckling and you keep heckling and you keep... Okay, I'm a Leo. I don't have patience to an extent. I work on my triggers. But if you keep aggravating me. You're going to piss me off. So I am not above being pissed off. I'm not funny, goody, goody all the time. Uh, we can go around and pretend we are, but I'm not going to pretend what I'm not. I'm not good all the time in my attitude. You know, we all have those Debbie Downer days or something. Okay, where were we? An irrevocable process of transmutation is complete. The person they were is forever gone, and they have been reborn. Life as they know it has changed. Change can inspire many little painless deaths and sometimes great deaths born of intense loss that must be mourned before we can face the future with excitement and anticipation once more. The loss of a spouse, a family member, the end of a long-term relationship, a career, retirement, and illness are just a few experiences that can bring about a death and rebirth process. Ours is a perpetual journey of undoing, being, and becoming. The death precede rebirth can be quick and sudden, or slow and painful. In this process of dying, everything in life revolves around the death, the pain, the suffering, the anguish, the loss, the guilt, the anger, and the fear. And the pain can be so real, it is debilitating. The fear can be so paralyzing that it halts all growth and has one withdraw from life itself. We can cycle around analyzing, questioning, preventing our wounds from healing, refusing to accept that life has changed, and there is nothing that can be done to restore it to what it was. That stage of life is over. There are only two choices: remain in limbo or accept reality and surrender to death and be reborn. Hey, I'd like to be reborn. You know, we all have a lot of skeletons in our closet. I mean, we've all done stupid things. And to have the feel to be reborn, everything would be amazing when you see it. So it'd be pretty cool. The rebirth process can also be problematic. It is not an instant process. Sometimes before we can soar, we must also learn how to fly all over again. Yes, our outlook can be positive, but the future is still unknown. Our beliefs have changed. Our perception and understanding of the world around us have changed. Our role and purpose have changed. Our lives and state of mind and being are not as they were. We know what we are capable of, but first we must learn and adapt to the changes that lead to the little deaths in the first place. The death and rebirth card is all about renewal, regeneration, and new beginnings. Like the seasons, we are bound by a cycle of life, death, and rebirth. Like the planet we dwell upon, we experience seasons and stages: spring, summer, autumn, winter. Spring is a time of new growth, summer, a time of fertilization, autumn, a time of letting go and dying, and winter, a time of dormancy and regeneration. Autumn and winter can inspire feelings of loss and fear. We fear death and change because we do not know what comes after. But the truth is that we do know. But we are so accustomed to life as it is now that the idea of anything different creates resistance. There is, however, no halting change. And just as we know and trust that spring will follow winter, we can know and trust that after death we will be reborn. Death is just a gateway to a new reality, a new stage of your life, and a new journey. While rebirth is symbolic of an evolving and expanding consciousness. That was a good one. Okay, and the clarifier for the death and rebirth card is the Hierophant, and it's a number 5. Tradition, social groups, conventionality, conformity, education, knowledge, and beliefs. To see the Hierophant in a reading is a spiritual search for meaning. Focus on improving moral qualities. Perhaps the path of a wise teacher or an official teacher will come to help you in your spiritual search. Safe traditional partners avoid taboo spiritual love, success in work, groups, education, teamwork, and mentor. Keep your money safe, traditionally financial institutions. The Hierophant card suggests that it's better for you to follow social structure, which are established and have their own traditions. You might be involved in certain ceremonies, rituals, or other religious trappings, for instance. Yeah, I think we got to be careful with getting involved in anything like that because they try to basically force their opinion on you, and I don't like that. So now, had my citrine crystal on this for a while, and this is going to be the special message. We got a number 6, and this is the Enchanted Map Oracle, and it's the mountain. You have the capacity to flow around any obstacle. This is the time to adapt. Sometimes you'll come across what appears to be an insurmountable obstacle, like a huge mountain that separates you from your success. You might think that climbing it or chiseling away at it is the answer. But why take such a treacherous, tedious approach? Be like the rivers that flow around mountains naturally. You'll move past this obstacle relatively quickly if you choose the easy way around. This is the time to adapt to your circumstances. If you do decide to climb, remember to take one step at a time, opting for the next right action. That's kind of interesting because I just said that we should not force anything. We should try to go with the flow. Because when we force something, we change the outcome, and I think our creator had a different outcome. Because we've got the 14, another 5, the Angel of Ocean, and this is healing. This card of the healer, negotiator, manager, or parent who must soothe the tempest of demands to keep the peace. To do this, you may need the patience of a saint or an angel to support you. The angel of the ocean asks you to look to your spiritual side, to see the lessons your situation offers you, rather than become overwhelmed by others' emotions or stressed out by their complaints or needs. An additional meaning is healing past trauma, balancing mind and body, and balancing your finances. So budgeting and financial planning may take priority now. Also, the angel of ocean can be a sign of angelic guidance. Know that your angels are here to protect you through this demanding time. You'll need to work a little magic now to reconcile opposites. Be patient and compassionate, and you will get everything done. Yeah, this is balance, recognition, patience, flow, compassion, finance, and angels. We have to be careful when we're going into these things because they're everybody else's perception. They might not be ours. So don't get into something just because everybody else is doing it. Now we've got the gateway of light activation. And this is solar light upgrade, solar plexus chakra, inner fire, and willpower. My father used to tell me, kiddo, there is no such word as can't. And I used to look it up and say, yes, there is. And he says, no, when you put can't in your vocabulary, then you can't do it. My dad was a pretty wise guy. The solar plexus chakras is found just above the belly button and in the pit of the stomach. It's the energetic gateway that governs our gut, our instincts, and an energetic level for willpower and drive. This space can be described as a glowing sun. It is a space of warmth that gives us the necessary focus and energy to fulfill our purpose and realize our dreams. When the solar light gateway opens, our solar plexus becomes an infinite well of light in the pit of our being. This is a source of daily inspiration and ancient wisdom. When we feel our willpower increasing, we are remembering that we have prepared for many incarnations for the opportunities we have today. The light of the great central sun is shining on you, activating you to push onward and create. This is a perfect time to move forward with projects, goals, and intentions. Align your energy with whatever you are ready to create and experience. Focus on what you are ready to grow and where you are ready to expand. As you focus on your goals, you are giving them energetic encouragement to flourish and open. Like the warm sun kissing the ground, encouraging the flowers to grow and bloom, that sunlight has arrived. It's here in you now. I like that. Yeah. the solar plexus. We need to work on our chakras all the time. They will help us balance everything out. We have the divine master, and we got the Jesus card. Jesus, acts of service. When you serve the universe, you serve you. Jesus of Nazareth is a bringer of truth and light. He is a guiding presence for the entire universe and a living, dying spiritual demonstration that forgiveness is possible and that a life of service will ultimately bring sustenance. When Jesus walked the earth, he was persecuted for his beliefs and bravery, yet he still loved everyone, for he saw the world through the eyes of the divine. Jesus is everywhere at once. He is with you right now. Like the angels, he awaits your call, and with the help of the angels, he can restore you to your natural light-filled self. When you call on him, you will bring light to your mind. His presence removes the blindfolds and prevents you from seeing all the blockages that stand between you and your growth. Jesus may be a spiritual teacher, but he loves to be seen as a friend and brother. He comes to us as an equal and doesn't want us to idolize him, but to see that what he has, we have too. When this card appears, you are being invited to tune into the energy of service. Service is showing up with a generous heart and sharing your gifts in a way that can help the expansion of the world. It's important not to confuse the energy of service with charity, for these are two different energies, and when you serve, it is okay for your gifts, talents, and service to be honored in an energetic exchange. Today, the light of heaven is encouraging you to recognize that you deserve to be honored for your talents you share. Jesus is here to help you move beyond any old ideas that have to give until you are empty. You aren't here to live empty or half full. The divine plan is for you to enjoy fulfillment and abundance. Instead of asking the universe or God to use you, ask to be guided to serve in a way that also serves you. When you are full and overflowing, you have more energy and resources to share with others. Yeah, I agree with that. I'm here because of that. I just felt that I needed to be. And I don't know what's steering me, but I guess that's source steering me the right way. This is the golden future, and we got a number 24, which is a 6. Our beautiful planet, restore the natural world. That's what we're going to all have to work on next. In the golden future, humans will work hand in hand with nature and consciously cooperate with the elements you tend, the green world. When everyone communicates lovingly with fairies and nature spirits, trees and plants will flourish. Undines, the water elements, will help us purify oceans and rivers. Salamanders will inspire a warm use with fire. Selfs will blow away mental cobwebs and stuck energies. As the land rewilds, scrub, trees, meadows, flowers, birds, and animals will proliferate. Hedges will be replanted as communities become self-sufficient and recognize their importance. The joyful chorus of songbirds will be heard once more. Gardening, reforesting, and the planting of community orchards will become an unstoppable movement. Nature will sweep away the old world while new flowers and trees appropriate for the change, climate, and raised frequency will appear. In the golden future, humans and elements will work together to enable the natural world to flourish. Your guidance is to communicate with Pan, the ninth dimensional element master who oversees the nature and element kingdoms, ensuring that they work in harmony to help and support our planet. Make friends with the elements and they will look after you and the greenery around you. When you talk to them, know that they can hear you and will respond. You can profoundly influence what happens by visualizing the world as it will be in the golden future. Dream of clouds of butterflies dancing in wildflower meadows. Imagine bees happily buzzing around their hives. See deserts flowering again. Visualize an abundance of forests and woods. where with clear rivers or streams flowing through them. Your pitcher's permit pan to direct the nature spirits to bring your visions into reality. It is a virtually important task. Back up re- reverses with actions where you can. I really like that. She's blowing bubbles. She's got fairies dancing, butterflies. It looks like a, a pheasant flying, a hummingbird. She's got a bunny there and flowers everywhere. And the water looks rainbow. So yeah, I would love to be there right now. Looks like my type of place. Okay, our last one we got is Human Spirit Oracle, and I thought I'd save this one for last because this is a beautiful card, and it's 44, and it's Manifest Your Miracles. Dandelions, wishbones, and four-leaf clovers. Oh my, manifesting has always been a part of your life. Along the way, we can find these practices childish, naive, or taboo, but why? What changed your perspective about manifesting your miracles? This next bit is something we believe so strongly in. We as humans are energy. We are giving off a specific frequency, and that is the hum that is manifested and bringing to life what we re- radiate. So set your intentions and truly believe that it is yours and it is coming to you. You deserve to live the life you want. Take this card as a sign that you are worthy. Step into your power and manifest your miracle. If you are a visual person, then take time to create a vision board. The sky is the limit. I love that. She's got all the signs around her, all the horoscope signs, the stars, the clouds in her hair, the crown. She's got golden stars, and that's where we're going to the golden world of the future. Alrighty then. I hope everybody has a beautiful day, suddenly Saturday, and make it magical. I love everybody, and may every step in your journey be magical. You know what? Just be you.